Hi guys, welcome to bekibtarot. My name is Becky. I'm a spiritual advisor, clairvoyant and energy reader. So we are going to be doing a quick collective reading. I'm just seeing what deck they would like me to retrieve. So I hope everybody's week has been okay. Moving into the weekend now. Oh, I hope you guys have got something nice planned. Mine was just about sorting my fucking car out, which cost me an arm and a leg, but it is done and my MOT is done. But yes. So we're going to do a collective to see what comes. I just heard the Fast and the Furious and I have no idea why Spirit said that. Okay. These cards. Okay. Oh. Right, so there's give me a minute. I'm really tired today and I got up very early, but there's something for some of you, right? There's an energy here of some kind of uncertainty, but uncertain about it's like something you missed, like not as in, oh, I missed something, but as in like I missed that. I don't know how I didn't spot that. And there's some kind of there's an uncertain energy wrapped around this. And for some of you, this may have been for ages. You had some kind of uncertainty about taking some kind of step or moving towards something, and you finally reached that power. And you've made that, or you're making it, and it's like, how did I miss this? Like, how, if I just kind of pushed forward and done this before, like things would have rolled forward a lot quicker. And for others of you, it might be you were uncertain about maybe moving on from someone for a very long time, and you finally have been doing that, I feel, and you were so uncertain for ages, but now you feel it was the best thing for you. And I've got a strong suspicion, we'll see as we play out in the reading, that the person that you really, it feels an energy of, you really bought your time with this. Like, you didn't rush, you stayed loyal, and you were really unsure and uncertain about moving away from this person. And it feels like there's a possible energy as we roll through this, that it took you reaching that point for this person to have a flip the script of their own energy, but in that they want to give you all. I cut the deck. I want to be a queen, stating your sovereignty, declaring freedom, passing a test. And there's just, that just kind of wraps up what I was just saying. I believe that this was the test of self-love, and you really fought against it. You was unsure, but I definitely feel like you've passed the test and you're pushing forward. So we've got follow the white rabbit, curiosity meets opportunity, manage to be glad, create your own happiness regardless of your conditions, and all in the golden afternoon, inspiration, creative spark, imagination, conception. So with this, what I'm getting is, although you was uncertain for quite some time, and this feels like an uneasy energy about like really not wanting to do it, but being shown in every way that you must do whatever this was, and knowing that your abundance and happiness relies on this. So you've kind of trusted that energy. Create your own happiness. I do believe you've probably spent a lot of your past life being codependent on other people creating that happiness for you. Like, oh, if that person loves me and wants me, then that somehow makes me, you know, like living in full happiness. If I get that job and do this, it will somehow complete me, kind of thing. But actually, I feel like you've really mastered the fact that like your own happiness is your own responsibility, and it needs to come from within you. It's nothing to do with external. Yes, things can help along, you know, like if you've got a really well-paid job, if you've got a balanced work life, I should say more, not if you've got a really well-paid job, because you might have to work all the hours on the sun, you might be miserable. If you have a very good balanced life, I'd say. And then inspiration, creative spark. I feel like you're, oh, I just heard oil painting. I feel like you're in creative mode. Like you've passed the test, you passed and broke yourself free from something you was uncertain about doing for quite some time, and you're trusting your gut, which is, you know, I'm feeling pulled towards my abundance, and I have faith in this, it feels right. Learning that it comes from within, that happiness, but then you reach this peak of like, I'm just gonna roll with myself and explore my creative energy. You might pick up some new hobbies. For some of you, like painting, that came out. Painting, drawing, beauty, I don't know, nails, hair, like you might pick up some hobbies, I feel. Cut the deck on mortality. Life is brief, bright, beautiful, and yours to live. And yeah, really choosing to live life how you want to, not rely on other people for anything, and just, it feels like a massive shift in how you see the world and how you see your own life is how it feels. And it doesn't feel like it's like a shock and a shift. It feels like you just kind of reached that level of awareness, and you're like, it's just kind of mellow. The energy feels very mellow and pure, and it's just free flowing, nice and easy. Like there's no manicness here. It's like feeling balanced. Oh, they want my angels. I bet this is going to be energy of, for those of you that walked away from a person, this is going to, look, finances and career popped out. Let's just see. But for those of you that did walk away from a connection, a person, it may have had you feeling not so optimistic about having relationships in general, or a new relationship. But there's the spirit saying, please stay optimistic. What you have coming for you will be worth the wait, will be worth the graft. It really will be. And then we've got very soon deception, free yourself. Okay, clarify all that. Oh, keep an open mind. Finances, a career. Okay, so that really did want to come out of that card, because it's come out again. So Spirit wants you to be really open-minded about how they want to bring you in some kind of like new career or their finances. Like they want to, because you passed this test, they want to bring you in more stability in some kind of way, but they need you to be completely open and open-minded. Yeah, there's something that's going to come through for you very soon, but you can't see it. It's like masked from you. Oh, okay. So for some of you, this is it's a relationship. Give your relationship a chance. It's a relationship, partnership. Could be going into partnership with someone. And that somehow propels your finances. Or this could be that you get into a relationship with someone that has really just immense finances, and you never have to kind of worry again. They kind of got you on that part. This definitely, whether this is a person, like a romantic partner, or a partnership, or I suppose this could just be a really great opportunity that's coming towards you to do with these finances that you can't see coming. this is going to come in, like, just come out of nowhere, this feels. It's just like, boof, and it's in. And you couldn't see it coming, and it's arrived. I don't know what the date is, but I just had January 27th, which I'm pretty sure we already, I don't know what the date is. But there's definitely a January vibe. Getting to know each other. This situation involves marriage. Let me clarify on free yourself, separation, and then forgiving and learning. They're saying free yourself from holding on to that pain for the thing or the person you had to kind of separate yourself from. Like, just forgive yourself, forgive the other person, and learn from it and move forward. Like, you don't need to stay stuck in that, like, pain of it. You learn, you've grown, you've passed the test. You're out here and spirit's ready to bring in some stability, something stable for you. I believe whatever you had to remove yourself from, it was not a strong foundation. It couldn't have lasted, like, it wouldn't last. It's not something that would last a lifetime, and that's why it needed to be removed. And then we have new love, a new person has stirred up your romantic feelings, and that is the newness coming in, whether it is a person, like a romantic person, or just some kind of partnership, or just a opportunity. But newness is here. You've already done the hardest bit. You've worked through a lot of stuff, and you've separated yourself from whatever it was that needed to be separated from. But you're still kind of in that, it's still lingering in your energy, and just, you've done it. So, like, free yourself from the burden of over-analysing that energy anymore. You don't need to, you're done. I just saw someone like a checklist, like, tick it off, done, now move to the next thing. Don't worry about it, like, you've done it. You're done. I don't really feel pulled to any more cards, so let me see what I see. Okay, so for those of you that were dealing with another person you had to separate yourself from, this person was insanely selfish, just about themselves. And if you tried to kind of come in towards this person for partnership or interest, you would be battered away, I feel. They were just about themselves, making moves for themselves only, not interested in that partnership and how they can work together, not interested in creating. It was about them. And you tried. And then I think you really pondered for a while about completely removing yourself from this person. So how I'm seeing it is this person's like, you know, like, is it called a flint that you start a fire with? It's like, and there's a little spark that comes out. They're kind of sat and they're like, just doing it. It's not actually lighting a fire, but the flint's coming out. And you kind of toddle over and you're like, oh, like, what are you doing? You trying to start a fire? Like, trying to just be incorporated. And they're like, they don't let you in on that. It's like, this is mine, this is my shit, my fire. And you kind of linger around talking to them. Oh, like, their energy is just like, you're an inconvenience. This person's got real deep issues, like real childhood wounding of, like, thinking nobody can be trusted. Everybody's gunning for them. Like, it's a real dark vibe they've got going on. And it just feels like they're pretty blind to how you was trying. It just feels like no matter what you said, it was taken the wrong way. No matter what you did, it was taken the wrong way. But you really wanted to be there with them. Like, you wanted to share with them, but they just made it impossible to the point where you had no choice, you had to leave. And the thing is, after uncertainty for so long, you go off and I don't think this person realised you had your own flint. It's like they thought, I'm the only one with a flint and I'm going to do this fire at some point. But you had your own flint. You just wanted to share and be involved and create with them. You wanted to create a fire with them. You wanted to sit around the fire with them. But they never bothered to ask or to look or find out if you had a flint or if, you know, like what you wanted. It was just them. So you kind of just eventually, after much torment, just go. You're done. Your energy's done. You've given it all. You can't take it anymore. And you leave, and then you find yourself the perfect spot, and you put up, and you just in one go, your fire is burning. And this person's gobsmacked because they've been trying for ages to light a fucking fire. And you're like, just almost like, what, like surprised at that person. It shows how lack of attention or how much they knew you to think that, well, they just never bothered today. And what they're shocked that you lit a fire. You've been lighting fires your whole life. It's got that vibe. So you just crack on, you build your fire and you just start building stuff around it. You're toasting some food like marshmallows and s'mores and other stuff, and you're really setting yourself up, like building a little heart, and you're good. And this person still just can't get their fire going, and I think they come to try and thingy, but you really invested time, energy and effort, and you've really learnt your lesson with this. Shows their character, and they're only interested in what you're building around. They're not interested in you, who you are as a person, connecting heart to heart to create together. They just want a piece of the pie, and you're not going to give it. You're not going to give it. So your back stays turned and you ignore them. They come up and they try and speak and you just ignore them. You know that they're there, but you just ignore them. And this person knows. They try once to try and talk, but they know damn straight they should leave you the fuck alone after all that they've kind of put you through. So they turn around and they go back to their shitty little unlit fire bullshit. And yeah, you just continue to build and build. Until there's this, I'm seeing this other person come in. They're really tall. They're quite like big. Like their energy and their whole thing just feels big. And they're like, I'm really sorry, but I've got to move you. And you're like, what? I've been setting up here. Are you fucking joking? And they're like, this person's energy is not horrible at all. It's just, it feels like they're doing their job. And they're like, I'm really sorry. I know, I can see you've spent so much time here. I will help you kind of move as much as I can, but you're going to have to give up this space for whatever the fuck it is. And you're just like, gutted a bit. You're okay, but you're a bit gutted because things had really started taking shape. So you kind of take some things down, some huts, and you kind of pack some sticks, and this person helps you. And they're like, you can go there or there. And you're like, well, I don't want to go either of those places. And you keep just saying, I don't like any of those spaces. I don't want to build on any of those spaces. And this person's like, oh, that's kind of the only space we got. And you're like, no, I don't like there. That's dark and horrible. Over there is just like dingy and there's nothing around it that's of any beauty. You're like, no. Where I had was up tall and I could see the water and I could see things. And then this person's like, all right, look, I know a spot, but you can't tell anyone because it's somewhere I found. 1919 was on the timer. It's somewhere I found, and no one knows about it, but it's lovely. And they kind of like bring you through some bushes, and you come out to this most amazing, it's like a lake, there's tree art, like just greenery in the hills, and then there's this only just like one kind of small hut with a little fire pit and like stalls and just enough. And that's where this person lives. And you're like, oh, This is stunning. This is, how long have you been here? This person's been like a couple of years. But yeah, don't tell anyone about this spot, because I don't want it overrun. And you're like, that's no problem. Anyway, you start building like a next door to this person. And all I can see here is a great partnership, that just a great partnership that the energies between you two feel very good. And like, if it is to be romantic, feels like it would be a very strong foundation, because it would be built from just the right stuff. Like, this person was decent enough to share this spot with you, and then you building and getting to know this person. I feel like it would just move into a very deep soulful connection, like serious soulmates that just are about each other only and got each other's backs and get each other. And that's, yeah, what I feel completely here. So yeah, that was the end of today's little collective reading. So for those of you that had to separate yourself from someone or something, know that you have passed the test. Yeah, if you're already rebuilding, know that things are going to be moved along, but it's all going to be for the better, all of it. And you deserve peace, and I feel that's what's being given to you here, peace. So that is your reward for doing such good work. Okay, if you're interested in a private reading, just chuck me an email at bekibtarot@gmail.com. And in the meantime, I send you so much love and light. Bye.